Have you ever really stopped to wonder, what happens next? For believers, the Bible talks about this incredible period of activity up in heaven, right between the rapture and the second coming. And it's not just about showing up and relaxing. No, it's a journey with real purpose, evaluation, and some serious celebration. So let's dive in and break down this heavenly journey step by step. Okay, so here's our roadmap for what we're going to cover. It all kicks off with a rapture, that moment believers are brought up to heaven. And from there, three huge events unfold: a really personal evaluation, a wedding of cosmic proportions, and then a grand preparation for a triumphant return to Earth. All right, so the very first stop after arriving in heaven is this moment of, well, profound personal reflection. It's called the judgment seat of Christ. But listen, the word judgment here probably doesn't mean what you think it does. This isn't about condemnation at all. It's actually about commendation. Yeah, this event, it's often called the Bema seat, and it's exclusively for believers. The big question at this moment isn't about salvation. That's already a done deal. It's secure through faith. Instead, the whole focus is on what a believer did with their life back on earth. It's basically an evaluation of your service to God to determine your heavenly rewards. To really get the vibe of this event, you've got to see it less like a scary courtroom trial for your sins and way more like a heavenly awards ceremony. Seriously, it's a moment to honor the service, the work, the love you showed for God during your lifetime. So, here's the crucial point, and you might be wondering about the downside. What about punishment? Well, the only punishment the Bible ever describes here is the loss of rewards you could have earned. It's more a moment of realizing what more could have been done, but it never, ever, ever involves losing your salvation. Everyone who is there is eternally secure, period. So, what are these rewards we're talking about? Well, the Bible often describes them as crowns, and each one recognizes a different part of a faithful life. You've got the crown of righteousness for those who longed for his return, the crown of life for persevering through tough times, the crown of glory for faithfully leading others, and the incorruptible crown for living a life of self-discipline. And these aren't just trophies to put on a shelf. They're eternal honors that reflect a life well lived. So once this really deep, personal evaluation is complete and all the rewards are distributed, the entire focus in heaven just shifts. It goes from the individual to the collective. And what could possibly follow a moment like that? Well, how about a celebration of cosmic proportions? And now we get to the marriage of the Lamb. This is the moment the entire church has been waiting for. A glorious, unbelievably joyful wedding feast that signifies a brand new, unbreakable union. You see, all throughout the New Testament, the church is called the bride of Christ. And this event, this is the beautiful, amazing culmination of that whole relationship. It's a formal, eternal union between Christ, the bridegroom, and all of us believers, the bride. And it's all celebrated with this magnificent heavenly feast. And the soundtrack to all this, just pure worship. Can you even imagine the scene? The redeemed saints, countless angels, and the heavenly elders all joining together in this massive chorus of praise, just celebrating God's power, his justice, and his incredible plan of salvation. It is the ultimate expression of gratitude and awe. But the story doesn't end with the party. This union, this worship, it's actually getting everyone ready for the next and final chapter in this whole heavenly sequence, preparing to return to earth. So this grand union, it isn't an end. It's a preparation. Now that everyone has been evaluated, rewarded, and formally united with Christ, believers get commissioned to join him for his second coming. They form what the Bible calls the armies of heaven. The book of Revelation paints this absolutely stunning picture of this moment. It says, "And the armies in heaven, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, followed him on white horses." It's just this powerful cinematic climax to their time in heaven. What a scene! So let's just recap this incredible journey real quick. Step 1, you arrive in heaven. Step 2, a personal evaluation for rewards. Step 3, a glorious unification with Christ at the wedding feast. And finally, Step 4, a triumphant preparation to return to earth with your king. It really is an incredible sequence of events. And, it leaves us with a really powerful thought to chew on. Understanding this heavenly journey isn't just about knowing some cool facts about the future. It completely reframes our present. It kind of begs the question, doesn't it? What will your heavenly rewards reflect about your life on earth?